This is when I sell all my crypto. Yes, it's the most common question that I get asked all of the time. Greeny, what is your take profit strategy? When are you going to take some off the tables? When are you going to take it all off the tables? What level is Solana getting to? What level is Bitcoin getting to? Are you holding meme coins? I'm going to dive deep into this episode, guys, around all of those topics. So be sure to subscribe down below, smash the like button, and obviously if you'd like to support the channel just a little bit further, become a YouTube member in the description below. Alrighties, here's when I'm selling all my crypto. So in this video, guys, I thought I'd dive deep into my exit plan, my take profit strategy. So many people come to crypto looking for life-changing gains. A lot of people make a lot of money, but a lot of people fail to lock in that money. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about how I'm going to make sure that I secure my bags this cycle and change my life for the better. Now, obviously, I've been in crypto for over 9 years. The previous 2 cycles, I did really well. But like I just said, I failed to lock in profits during those 2 cycles. So this time around, third time lucky or third time experience, I have an exit plan to make sure that I will change my lives for the better by making sure I take profit off the table. Now, ultimately, the only token I would ever consider probably not selling this cycle would have to be Bitcoin. That is because this likely is probably the best asset for the next 5, 10, 20, 30 possibly years across all asset classes. So for me, Bitcoin remains one that I would happily hold from cycle to cycle, from cycle to cycle. However, these are the indicators. This is what I'm going to be looking for when I look to scale a lot of profit. So earlier this year, obviously, everyone's been quite bearish, right, for the past sort of 6 to 7 months. And the reasons for that is because we literally went from December 2022 and didn't stop until 11th of March 2024. So for me, right, that is literally nearly a year and a half of straight up price action. And what I like to see is that the indicators also support that. So on a macro time frame, so this is on a weekly chart, stochastic momentum was overbought. As you can see here, we set a double top as well. We were also in the very extensions of this range. So that is often a very close sign to where tops generally do top out. Similarly, we have CCI or RSI. Okay, you can use the same indicators for divergences, right? But as you can see here, we were very overbought. We were very overextended up towards the very heights of this range multiple times over the past sort of year or so. So for me, seeing this double top here, okay, this was a clear sign that you probably should de-risk some of your portfolio and take some profit off the table. So when we next start to see this CCI get up into this extension region, maybe even setting a double top, okay, and the same with stochastic momentum, once we start to see weekly closes up in this higher range, then likely I will start to scale some of my profit, because once Bitcoin starts to get there, then memes and altcoins definitely start to follow. Another thing that you would have seen me talk about more recently is buying fear in a bull market. But the extra part of that alpha, that simple alpha, is selling greed in a bull market, guys. So as you can see, buying fear just 2 weeks ago would have already seen you make some crazy gains. Like this was, Bitcoin was down at 54K, it's up 10K. Solana was down at 120, it's now up at 150. So it's a simple strategy that has worked for me over 9+ years in cryptocurrency space. So what I would then be looking for is to again scale our profits next time we reach greed, or possibly, or let's go probably once we reach extreme greed. And as you can see, we did hit it twice again, which actually again aligns very nicely with stochastic momentum, RSIs, CCIs, those types of things. So I like to keep an eye on the crypto greed and fear index. And once we do start to get into greed, or really approaching that extreme greed territory, I'll probably take 10 to 20% off the table no matter what, guys, because you're never going to be able to time the top. You're never going to be able to time the bottom, but as close as you can get to those is how you really maximize wealth in cryptocurrency. Moving on. We've seen obviously Pump Fund really start to cool off, but if I start to see these tokens start to reach millions and millions of produced meme coins every single day again, that's probably a good sign to maybe start to descale out of a lot of my meme coin positions, because it's oversaturated, too many people are trading all in the trenches, those types of things, right? So you want to be making sure you're making smarter financial choices when the analysts meme coins and of Bitcoin and of altcoins is starting to really align across the board. And as you can see, we have sort of maybe put in a bottom here on pump.fun. So I do think that maybe meme coins do start to rally quite aggressively again over the next sort of 6 months or so. So again, a really good one to keep a track on is how many tokens are being created every single day on pump.fun. And if we do start to reach this $1.5 million tokens created every single day again, then likely I probably look to scale out some profits. The next one, guys, is money supply. Now, you would have seen that previous cycles, multiple previous cycles, M2 money supply. So that's just liquidity globally, entering risk on assets, and obviously chiefly Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. That does really well, right? And as you can see, we're starting to increase at quite a fast rate, the fastest rate we have seen since literally last cycle in 2020. So again, we're starting to heat up. I'm keeping an eye on this. And again, once we start to maybe top out with a big injection of liquidity, probably not a bad sign to take some off the table. But this one obviously is just a good indicator for me to be like, okay, it looks like the bull market's going to start to heat up. Once we are starting to heat up, if it matches some of these other indicators like I've spoken about, okay, throughout the video, then perhaps I should start to scale out some profit, mainly from Solana, mainly from Bitcoin, and then maybe be a bit more aggressive on the active trading side. The last one, guys, is obviously the stock to flow model. Now, I'm very much an advocate for understanding how analysis works in this market. And like I've done in previous videos, you can actually track the previous bull cycle length. So in theory, we could last until September next year. So that's still another year of bull price action if we do align with similar cycle pass lengths. So right now, I'm still very much just watching what the charts are doing. Okay, we still haven't put in a higher high here. Okay, we still closed a weekly lower high. So for me, we still are in a bull flag, which is consolidation, at least for the next week or two for me. So for me, the longer we consolidate here, the more bullish I probably get for a longer cycle and probably a bigger cycle as well. So the stock to flow model, essentially what it just shows you, as it kind of just discloses down here, it just shows you the days until the next halving. And traditionally, as you can see here, guys, we start to peak around this sort of orange to green sort of price action. So that generally means that it's about 800 to 1,000 sort of days until the next halving. So for me, we still are very much not quite there yet. And like that, the other side of the analysis, post halving to peak, it's about 540 days, and we are very much still a year away from that 540 days. So for me, I still remain very patient, and I still am very happy with consolidation for many months to come. However, if I do again start to see this reaching some peak, so if we start to peak up here, okay, so maybe we do reach 120K, maybe 100K, very soon, maybe in the coming months. If that starts to pick up here and I start to see orange and maybe a little bit of yellow, and obviously if I do see green, I'll probably take a lot of profits off the table. So I hope that gives you great insight into how I'm going to be maximizing my profits this cycle to make some life-changing wealth. So let me know in the comments down below if you have any strategies that you have for your exit plan, for your take profit strategies. And obviously let me know if you have any questions. I'll be more than happy to help you out. Cheers. So that's when I sell all my crypto. If you like today's video, guys, please subscribe down below. Smash a like button as well. And obviously, if you'd like to support the channel just a little bit further, become a YouTube member and get early access to these videos as well as other perks. And also, if you'd like to get one-on-one access with me every single day in this cryptocurrency space, join my trading community where there's over 300 members, a range of excellent callers, but also will teach you to become a better trader across the whole entire cryptocurrency market. Sign up using the wap.com link in the description below. As always, guys, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.